Hey, welcome back to the channel. I wanted to do a little bit of a video demonstrating some of the things that I did on my giant base video. I had a bunch of requests from people that wanted to know how I did certain things. So here we go. I just started with a very simple, just square base, just to kind of show you what's going on. Very simple design, and we're going to make this look a little bit interesting, and I'm going to show you how to do it. First thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the half wall structure. The principles with these funky designs is not necessarily using just a wall like this where it's just one on the line of the square. You're going to use up the entire square. I'll demonstrate here. We're going to use the half walls, and I'll explain why here in a little bit. Just trust me on this. Let's go up a whole bunch of levels. Okay. This is what we got here. One of the things I really like to use is these dark walls, and you'll see why here in a minute, but it makes for some really cool contrast. Let me throw these up real quick. It means we're going to have to put another one of those up there. Now, I really like these structural pieces. So the pattern that I used that I really liked on a lot of my base was very simple. I think somebody in a comment called it a helix pattern, which definitely makes sense. So you just put those together like that. And then for the next one, instead of using one to go exactly like that, use the opposite so it creates kind of a zigzag pattern. And then we'll do one more. Just mouse rolling back and forth. And let's put some roofs up there. Either use that. I don't want to use all my granite here. I'm going to use that for some other things. So let's just, for now, let's go ahead and use these. And we'll go ahead and demonstrate just for these purposes. Let's just use the bigger wall. Since we used the half walls on that side, it should be fine. All right. So, just really quick, we made a pretty cool looking side. I'm just going to repeat this on the other side once. Okay. So already the little box is looking pretty interesting. Now I like to try to do something a little bit different too. I really like inclines. I use the ramp quite often, and it gives a little bit of depth. Like I could either go in with it, or if you wanted it to even stick out a little bit, let's go out with it once. See what it looks like. Can be a little tricky to get the right in there. And then one of my favorite pieces is the window piece. You've seen me use it quite a bit in my big base. I just think it looks really clean. And we can always just clean it up here a little bit too. Other side. If you wanted to too, let's use the replace function. This is new with the new patch. Let's just say, instead of using that one, maybe we'll change it up a little bit. Let's replace these like this. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. All right, well, we got a pretty cool front entrance here. You could also do something like, there's different pillars you'd be able to use. The corner columns are interesting. The way that I do a lot of my builds and my bases is go in there with an idea, and then typically it ends up looking nothing like what my idea was. Make some changes, see what it looks like. If I like it, I'll keep it. If not, try something different. You know, there's all sorts of different little things that you can do to add depth. But this would be one of the tricks that I like to use that really gives some character to the outside of your base. You could do some other funky things with some wedge walls if you wanted to put even some more depth into it. Maybe you want to throw stuff on the walls. You could do a simple pattern like maybe like this. Let's just grab the little circle here. You don't have to be a super good artist or anything like that, but you can definitely get creative if you want to. So, you know, do the same thing on the other side. We'll start up here. That was just a little bit below the line. All right. See, that one looks like it's touching the little thing over here. Spent way too much time just lining things up perfectly, which I'm not really doing here, but you get the gist. Maybe we'll throw one of these. Oh, actually, you know what? Let's just do something different. Let's maybe put that up there just for whatever reason. And look at that. Got a pretty cool looking base on the outside. Now, here's another thing that you can do. Let's go ahead and mess around a little bit with these. I'm going to show you a different pattern that you can do with these. Just like you were going to do before. But instead of going all the way up, we're going to use these just regular column pieces. The last one, we'll just go up 2. It's kind of the same concept. Using the opposites creates kind of a cool looking design. There. You could do something like that. We'll do it on the other side just to see what it looks like. Give you an idea. See, in no time at all, just made what could be a simple square into a funky design. Oh, looks like I need to finish that. My bad. Let's do one more thing here, just to kind of round this out. Another technique that I like to use, which I won't be able to demonstrate on this side. Let's see if I have enough room on this side. And this is where these half walls come in, and there's a couple different techniques that we can do here. But we're just going to go ahead and we are going to throw these in here like this. Not bad. And then if you really wanted to, you could do a nice little pattern here. You can have those go in different directions. There you go. Well, there's one more technique that I'd like to show you here. All right. And again, this is part of the reason why we use the half walls, is so we can get a nice tight little pattern going here, and there they can get really close together. And if you're using the half walls and you get them this close together, you actually will get a nice water seal where you might think, okay, there's you can see right through there. Even during dust storms, sandstorms, it'll be fine. Every once in a while, if you get really close to the side, it might go from water sealed to sheltered. and you can create a zigzag pattern. Now, just leaving it open like this a lot of times, it's cool, but maybe considered just a little basic. So what I like to do is use the wedge walls, and then you can create some sort of a pattern in here. So like, let's just go like this, and then maybe, there you go. Then you could like do the same thing too on the other side. You could use a different color if you wanted to. Usually like to use the same, you know, if it's if you used outer face on one, you want to use outer face on the others. Oh, looks like I just ran out of materials here just before I could put the last one on. Oh, there. It's kind of a cool pattern, and you could carry that all the way up top and have it connect to the other side. You know, don't be afraid to, you can use, you know, this bad boy in there somewhere. It's going to be a little funky here right now, but you get the picture. So there's just some ideas for the outside of bases that I had used throughout my build, just to make it look a little bit more unique and different. So if you like what you saw, hit subscribe, like, notifications. If I have a good response to this, I'm going to do additional build videos, I'm sorry, and appreciate it. See you guys.